Welcome to RGL 2921 Late Night Bowman. We have a 25% filler to run, filling up the remaining 6 spots in the break. Fillers, we have John G, Brent N, AJP for 2, Logan M, Justin L, ENH, Vic Blind Trade for 2, Don Bowie for 1. Oh, all we needed was Low End to complete the trifecta. AJP for 2, James D, Robert Kirby, Tony P for 2, John Norris, Jacob D, Josh L, Michael Ramey, Justin C, Matt S, Michael Ramey for another one, and Michael C. That's going to be 24 names. 6 of you are going to make it on into the break. Let's go. You know what? F it. Let's go 15 times. I accidentally rolled 3 dice. F it. We're going 15 times. Top 6 get in. 15 times. F it. We normally roll 2. I accidentally rolled 3 right there. We'll just go 15 times. Whatever. This is a first ever in RGL breaks. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in your top 6. Top 6, we have John Norris, Don Bowie, and Victor Bowie. Logan, Matt, and Ramey making it on in. Both Bowies made it on in. They're like, yeah, roll 3 dice all the time. John Norris runs 90% on 25% fillers. I would never buy a full spot if my name was John Norris. I'd only buy fillers. What kind of boom person? Oh, man. I'm sorry. Tony. Oh, Tony. Tony with top 2 in the bubble. Oh. Tony, I'm sorry. Tony, that's a bad bubble. Tony, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. AJP had 3 in a row. That's a weird bubble right there. Listen, let's give Vic and Golden Hawk spots away. Let's just give them away. You can get the next 2. If I could, I would. Sorry, Tony. What's up, Trenton? We're going to roll 2 dice. Tell us how many times to randomize each list. After we randomize in, your teams are assigned. Give you a couple minutes straight. This is a 2-year Bowman break. Your combos in this one. Going to be the Rockies and the A's, the Royals and the Braves, and the Marlins and the Guardian. Golden Hawk on top, down to Michael R. Marley, I'm going to try and hit you a filler. It's your first time with us. Let's go 5 times. 5 times on your names, 5 times on your teams. And good luck, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Aaron J on top. Down to Nicholas E on the bottom. Black Melons, did I miss your filler in Bowman? I'm sorry. Listen, if I had it my way, we just wouldn't run fillers, so I wouldn't have to feel bad for whiffing you on fillers. We have the Diamondbacks on top, down to the Nationals on the bottom. I know, I'm just pushing buttons. I'm just a guy who pushes buttons and tries to tell a cool story out of it. I actually don't have control over anything. Orioles on top, down to the Marlins Guardians on the bottom. I have very little control. I put the breaks together, and then everything else is in random.org's hands, and Top's hands, and Panini's hands. Aaron J with the Orioles. Jacob L looking for Skeens with the Pirates. Ian W with the Dodgers. John Norris with the Phillies. Matthew T with the Red Sox. Don B with the Royals and the Braves. Robert G with the Nationals looking for Dylan Cruz. Michael Ramey with the Tigers. Josh M with the Astros. Golden Hawk with the Mets in our gold member spot. Edward O with the Rays. Bobby D with the Reds. Robert Kirby with the White Sox. Martha with the Brewers. Victor Blind Trade with the Giants. We have No Wrong with the Twins. Matt S with the Rockies and the A's. Joe C with the Padres. David S with the Cubs. Logan with the Rangers. Christopher A with the Yankees. Paul H with the Cardinals. Tanner with the Diamondbacks. Richard F with the Blue Jays. Carter with the Angels. JJ with the Mariners. And Nicholas E with the Marlins and Guardians. That's all up to the card gods. I have very little control. I design the breaks. That's about it. I choose which products are going to be in, but after that, it's all up to the card gods. What's Matt saying? Rockies and A's, that's actually not a horrible spot. The A's have quite a few prospects. That's not a horrible one. It's Bowman, and it's 2-year Bowman, so one of those situations where, you know, you could hit a couple autos, think you have a bad break, and then a year from now be like, wait a minute, I think I have an auto of that guy, and it's selling for like $80 for a base auto, you know. That's the fun thing about Bowman. You don't know what you have until a few years down the line when the whole class is either dead Or there's a bunch of guys who are hot. I'm RNGesus. RNGesus. Alright, if there's any trades, let me know. I'm going to stand up and stretch for a second. JML rocking the X-Men 97 t-shirt over there.
Great show.
And the WrestleMania hat. Two jumbos, two best, 4 Inception. I forgot we had Inception.
It's crazy that it takes 2 days for a package to get from here to New York.
Yeah.
But then, like, if you send one to, like, I don't know, Idaho, it takes 4 days.
Yeah. Alright, so in this break, all of the paper base that is non-numbered will just be randomly assigned. Just like all of our breaks that have multiple jumbos. Just going to be randomly assigned. All your chromiums shipped to your correct teams. Just a lot of low-value paper. So. What do we want to see here? What do you guys want to see here?
I want to see our first Dylan Cruz auto.
I want to see a Dylan Cruz auto for Robert G. We have yet to pull one.
I want to see our first red refractor.
We haven't seen a red refractor either. It's crazy. The fact that we haven't seen a red is actually crazy. A Speckle kick it off. Speckle be an auto. Let's start off with a good auto. Let's start off with a good auto to 299 Walker Jenkins for the Twins, going to no wrong. 222 of 299. I told you we were not skunking out in this break. Listen. Listen, Linda. Listen, no wrong. I skunked you in UFC. I'm not skunking you in this one. We're back. See, all we need to do is run more Bowman. I'm telling you guys right now. Yeah, I'm telling you guys right now. Bowman has treated us very, very well. There was a reason when Fanatics offered more jumbos, I said yes, please, because Bowman has been good. To 299 Speckle Walker Jenkins. They taught him cursive. There we go.
Yeah.
475 last sold.
He's actually
475 last sold.
He might be over Cruz.
Yeah.
Where he's like neck and neck with him.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys, Bowman is where the value is right now. Rockfort, Burke, Guzman, and Maea. White Sox are a good team in this too. White Sox have George Wolkow. He's my guy. They also have Colson Montgomery stuff.
There's like another guy that they have.
The White Sox are surprisingly good in this Bowman.
No, you don't know Schultz?
Noah Schultz, yeah.
You don't think like the number 12 prospect in all of baseball?
I did not know Noah Schultz was a number 12 in baseball.
I was looking today. Number 12.
Tampa hits. Tampa has a few guys. You have Junior Caminero rookie autos as well. Break out the top loads. We're going to need a lot of top loads for this break. Just some paper base. We're going to fly through that. Arjon on the AI. Inferno, Lawler. Maea. Aiden Miller Chrome. Nice one right there. Ryan Burrows, Aiden Smith, Huzo, and Kevin Sim. Yeah. Sit tight. Kickback. We got a lot of Bowman to look at. 2 jumbos, 2 best, 4 Inception. This break's going to probably push an hour. Waiting for Jackson Holiday to make it back to the big leagues. #1 he's going to be fine. He will 100%. Jackson Holiday will 100% be fine. He had a bad first time up. That's kind of how it goes.
A lot of pressure. Everyone else.
Yeah, tons of pressure on that kid. Called him up to a playoff team, playoff caliber team. There's immediate pressure to perform. What's up, Blackbeard? We have an AI of Dylan Cruz, Mason Wynn, Solamento. Another Cruz paper. Paper is just going to be randomly assorted out, so that's why we flow on through it. Teal, Arianamo, Ledbetter, and Clifford. We just randomly give everybody a stack of paper in this one. Yeah, Orioles have an embarrassment of prospects. Yep. See gold. I think I see gold. Do I see gold? Paper gold. Paper gold of, or paper yellow, 39 of 75, Owen White. Next auto out. How about Arjan, 91 of 499. The Jumbos come to play. Going to Richard F. That's another one touch, my friends. Richard F. All we had to do was throw on some Bowman, and then we hit. Jesus. Luciano and Drew Thorpe. All we had to do was run some Bowman. Skeens at 9 a.m. versus Giants is too early. Benitez, Velasquez, and Ganipa. I will actually be awake at 9 a.m. because we've got the Select White Sparkle Dutch auction. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any. They might legitimately sell out at like 500 a pack. I'm not paying 500 a pack. That's too much. Basala, scary for the... Yeah, the O's are going to be a monster team. If they do not win a championship in this window, you might not win one for like 30 or 40 years. Arjan to 499 as well. Worth the scrolls for that. What's a good price? I don't know what a good price is on those. I have no idea what the white sparkles are going to sell out for. It's probably going to be way too expensive. These are the first white sparkles being released of Wemby rookie year, so would not surprise me if they sell out for $500 each. I can't see a world where select white sparkles are worth like $200 a card, because there's only 3 cards per pack. I just don't see a world where they're worth like $175, $200 each. Jackson Trio. Roderick Arias. Always trying to get first off the line for our group breaks and stuff, but at a certain price, you just have to punt on things like the value just isn't there. Wizenhunt, Blanco, Chase Davis, Alan Castro, Luzaro Montez. We're sold out for the night, G23. Like, clearly, the reason why we don't have clearly Donruss first off the line is I thought it was a terrible product for the price point. It's just too expensive. Sold out for like $400 and something. It's just too much for that product, even with the easier 101s. Just I'll never, if I don't believe in something, I'll never do it. Solis, Roman Anthony, Aiden Miller. So it's all about feel. Like, if I just don't feel good about something, I just don't do it. We don't have to, you know, I'm not beholden to feel obligated to run white sparkles or if they sell out too high. Like, I don't have that level of FOMO. Like, if a product isn't worth it, like, we either stop doing it or, you know, we just don't do it at all. It's not Panini on that one, Stanford Sneakers. It's a Dutch auction, so it's whatever, you know, people feel like they're worth. It's the market dictating it. But problem is you have a lot of people who have no idea what they're doing in this hobby who think they know what things are worth. Max Clark on the Rising Infernos. Marcelo Mayer. So. Johnny Farmello. Zanatello. Ramirez, Skule, and Walton. Like, would you rather have a Bowman Jumbo or would you rather have one white sparkle pack with 3 cards? Like, put it in context. Let's say they sell out for $600. Would you rather have a Bowman Jumbo or would you rather have one white sparkle pack with 3 basketball cards? And that's kind of how my mind works when I'm comparing products and trying to figure out what's good and what's not. Like, when somebody tells me that a 2023 Mosaic football box is now $600, my mind goes to, okay, that's the price of a Bowman Jumbo. Like, that's silly. Bryce Eldridge on the Lunar. Jacob Wilson. I was not at the last Burbank show, no. Luke Adams. Brock Porter. Braden Taylor. Matt Horvath. And Luis Angel Acuna. None of the white sparkle Wembies are going to sell for $20K. Not even the court side. As it's a first-year select white sparkle. Select is usually cosmic. First-year select white sparkle. And then, you know what's going to happen is people are going to say, well, it's not as good as a Prism white sparkle because there's 3 different Wemby white sparkles. So it's going to drive the price of the white sparkles down because every player has multiple ones. Yeah. Kind of like how people treat Mosaic because there's a debut and a normal one. That's exactly what's going to happen with the select white sparkles. They might sell for a lot, but it's just, if it sells up for like 500, it's just not worth it. Curtis Mead, Adele Amador. I don't think there's going to be a $20,000 white sparkle Wemby unless it comes out of Prism, which we have not seen yet. Raylan Heredia, Colt Emerson, Taipiti, Keishel, and Spencer Nivens. Like, there's an Ant-Man Prism White Sparkle, SGC 9.5 that's ending in a couple days, I think. I'm very curious what that's going to sell out for. They're not going to make it to floor. I think the correct price on those is probably like 300 to 350, which is like 100 to 125 a card. I think that's more the correct price. Jared Serrano, 161 of 250 on that purple paper. Soderstrom and Rushing. We have Abraham Nunez, Jared Serna, Susik, Dylan Head, and Enrique Jimenez. But you got to compare and contrast. You got to, if you're buying a box of something, even if you're just buying a box of DGen, look at what else you can get for that money. Even if you don't want it, look and see what else you can get. Like, sometimes boxes are just too expensive. I still think it's going to sell out at like 450 to 500. I would be shocked if they were there at like even 400. Drew Jones on the AI, Ronnie Mauricio, Lazaro Montez. There are just people who will pay any amount of money without kind of putting in any kind of intelligent thought, Ramon Landita, Agustin Ramirez, Vanderhee, Adrian Santana, and Jackson Holiday. Like, I thought that Obsidian sold out, first off the line, sold out too high at 416. I actually thought it was going to sell out higher, but I thought anything over 400 was a bit too much on that one. This is going to be our final pack of the first jumbo. I thought that was a red auto for a second there. For the Mets, that is going to be Colin Hoke. Colin Hoke is going to be numbered 36 of 199. First two autos in this box were really awesome. Man, what a box. Wow. What a box. John Norris, Aiden Miller. That box had a Namala, an Aiden Miller, and a Walker Jenkins auto. That was an influencer box right there. Zavala Power Up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was an influencer box if I've ever seen one. Valencia, Ruiz, Glod, Bradfield, and Hurley. Holy cow. That was a 3 one-touch. All 3 autos in that box were one-touches.
3 of the top 5 chases.
That's why we rip Bowman, my friends. Still no Cruz autos, but dang, 3 one-touch autos. Aiden Miller base auto. $1,000 in autos alone. What does an Arjan sell for? $465 on the Walker. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Holy cow. Look at that box. That's why we ripped Bowman right there. This might be a 10 one-touch break, by the way. By the time we're said and done, this might be a 10 one-touch box. Or break. Papa Peter or Byron Aiden. That was a crazy box. That was a crazy box. Let's do it again now. What's the Miller at? I know it's well north of a hundo. All right, let's go ahead and do box number 2. That was cool. Get into the Bowman breaks, my friends. Here comes the Cruz, says Ed. Cruz would be awesome. We need to see a Cruz. Junior Caminero, AI, Evan Carter, Rising Inferno. Noah Schultz. So their Cruz paper right there. Bowman's where it's at. Yeah, Max Clark, Morabel, Ortiz, Lasco, and Arias. I mean, Bowman's been really solid for baseball lately. Old man I work with pulled a George Lombard to 50 out of... Wow. Out of retail, too. First auto for the Brewers. Not an auto. It's Luke Adams. Not an auto. 37 of 399. We're getting an auto for the Mets right here. It's going to be Anthony Baptist. 234 of 499 on the Anthony Baptist. Yonk Wheel for the Rockies. Andrew Painter. Pulled a Volpe 101 plate and 2 blaster. Nice, Tino. Nunez, Serna, Susik, Head, and Churio. AB, Anthony Baptist auto. The good old AB. At bat. Been live for 8 hours. Does not feel like we've been live for 8 hours. I can tell you that. He didn't learn cursive. No, he did not. No, he did not. Paper. Sebastian Wolcott, Noivy Marte, Carson Williams. More base paper. Kemp Alderman, Roccaforte, Jacob Burke, Guzman, and Roman Anthony. We got 2 best in this one, too. 4 Inception. For what, 116, 118 bucks this break was? I think a lot of people in this break are gonna walk away happy. Auto, purple. There's the Brock Wilkin. There's the Brock Wilkin. 218 of 250. Brock Wilkin. Milwaukee. 4 of the top 5 autos right here. What on earth? What on earth? 4 of the top 5. There's an Aiden Miller Chrome, Burrows, Smith, Huzo, and Forster. What on earth?
We need to see Cruz and Lombard. We'll have all 6.
Cruz and Lombard still. We need to see all 6 guys. This is ridiculous. No bad autos. Only good autos. Past midnight, yeah, go crazy. I need to watch breaks naked more often, says John. Oh, yikes. Yikes. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Maybe our luck flip-flopped from basketball to baseball. Maybe we're Bowman hot still. Hot for Bowman. Hot for Bowman. Now we need a red refractor and a super still. How about a Gladiators of the Diamond, Georgia Lombard? Wow. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're hot, you're hot. Gladiators, George Lombard. I need a comp. I need a comp. Yankees, Christopher A. When you're hot, you're hot. Isaac, not a hundo anymore?
No, but they're nice.
Jeez. Jeez.
I mean,
Teal, Anderson, Ledbetter, Wisenhut, and Honeyman.
we have to hit a Cruz.
At this point, we have to see a Dylan Cruz auto. Gladiators of Lombard.
He doesn't need the couch.
We've been hot. $13? What the hell?
These guys.
What the hell? $13. You don't even see those that often. You don't even see those that often. Speckle, not an auto. That's Matt Horvath.
The problem was that they put so much attention
Yeah.
on the spotlight.
Matt Horvath, 204, 299. Walker Jenkins, AI. Dylan Cruz, power up. Elijah Green. Heat check, break number 20. Not tonight. Not tonight. We have an auction at 9 in the morning, so I want to get some sort of sleep. Velasquez and Sabelos. People disrespecting the inserts for sure. The Gladiators, yep. What?
I mean, if that's going for $13, I'd pay.
I mean, I'd pay 20. I would pay 20 for it as well.
Yeah.
Still have a half a box left. Still have 1 auto floating around. All this Bowman, and we still have not seen any red refractors. It's kind of crazy. Brian Acuna, a Blaze Jordan. It's crazy. We have not even seen a single red refractor. Bove, Jorge Hoke Vargas Foster. Phil Manny gave up 13. Wow.
Damn.
I don't think it was 13. I don't think it was 13. I mean, Phil's a mod. He could time out whoever. Base right there. Dominguez, Inferno, Montez, Alcantara. Valencia, Ruiz, Glad, Bradfield, and Gutierrez. Alright, this last auto has got to be Dylan Cruz, right? We've yet to even pull a base Cruz auto. Out of all this Bowman that we've ripped, like, combined, we've ripped quite a few, or I've ripped quite a few. I mean, it's been a crazy number. It's been a crazy number. Marco Luciano. 13 mil a year to serve up batting practice, says Phil. Jordan Holler, Colin Hook. Luke Adams, Brock Porter, Braden Taylor, Matt Horvath, and Cam Collier. Phil, I want the truth. Phil, I want the truth. Did you sign every card? Is there any friends, any family who might have signed?
Wow,
I want to put him on the spot. No, don't answer. Never mind. Don't answer. I just want to know. Is there ever any shenanigans? I want to know the truth. I want to know what really happens. I signed all my cards. Do you know a player that didn't sign their cards? That's a better question. Do you know a player who maybe didn't sign their cards? Wyatt Langford, 151 of 299. Last auto right here. Ben Williamson for the Mariners. That's not bad either, going to JJ. Wyatt Langford, Kendall, George. He got quiet. He's out. He's out. He doesn't want part of this. Lendata, Ramirez, Vanderhee, Santana, and Howie Lee. And then when you say yes, cards I do not know. I know a few guys who had someone sign their through the mail. Yeah, I've heard of that. I mean, we literally saw it happen with the Rays with what was it, Randy Rosarina, and their two autos looked the exact same on that definitive card that we pulled. Austin Meadows and Randy Rosarina had a clubhouse attendant signing for sure because they both looked like the exact same auto. That was funny. Like even Topps had to come out with a statement on that card. That is a Rookie of the Year of Nolan Chanel, Owen Cassie. Like, they couldn't even hide it. It was so bad. Would you rather give back a fake card? I would rather get a fake one. I mean, that shows that they at least care, you know. Zanatello, Ramirez, Skeel, and Morgan. It shows that they have some level of, like, hey, you know, let's do something for them. I like it when people lie to me to make me feel good. Especially when my wife does it. Skeens on the AI. Vasello. Rodriguez. Pretty good jumbos. Pretty good jumbos. Heredia, Colt Emerson, Ty Petey, Keyshawn, and Xavier Isaac. Alright, we have two best. We've got 4 Inception. Do you think Skeens can stay healthy? I mean, the question is now literally, can any pitcher stay healthy? Like, guys like Verlander becoming like... I mean, Verlander recently got hurt, but... Yeah, he's like in his 40s now. Verlander's like either like 39 or 40. But, I mean, very few pitchers just are workhorses anymore like that. They never get hurt and...
I mean, we have an expert in chat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Phil knows this better than me. I'm just preaching to the choir. But I mean, you know, say what you will about, you know, the way it used to be where guys started every 5 days and threw 120. That's the reason why I said never throw over 100. Yeah.
That's
But,
why I decided to.
but I mean, back in the day, there just weren't as many pitching injuries. Like, why is it that sports science has gotten better, but there's been more pitching injuries? Maybe it's just placebo. Maybe it just seems that way. But, Mookie Betts, Taj Bradley, Jackson Holiday, Mike Trout, and Tristan Costas.
Like, technology's better. Like, they can
Right.
see things better.
Right.
MRIs.
Right.
It's
But was
scanned.
it just guys who were just pitching hurt back in the 90s and before that in the 80s when
Pitching hurt, they probably
they're
didn't
just
pick up on a lot of
pitching
things.
hurt and they just didn't pick up on injuries because they didn't check for those kind of things?
Yeah, and they weren't getting paid as much. So it's like their investments now.
Yeah, that is true. McLean, Yoshida, Gabriel Moreno. First auto is going to be Ludwig Espinoza for the Gubbies. And Christopher Morel.
I mean,
I'm...
Phil got hurt his first start in the major leagues. He had
Yeah.
a pull against Texas.
Espinoza. I'm just curious, like, it's more of investments now, so they pull guys, and I mean, I can see it, but Vaquero, Chisholm, Riley Green, Churio on the shellacked, and Outman. What do you guys do with the non-valuable paper? So those are going to those are going to everybody in the break. They get a random stack. What do I do with my base cards? They sit in my garage, and I don't know what the hell to do with them. Phil says the human anatomy can only handle so much. Only so much Grady. Gaylord Perry Hall of Fame would never make. Yeah. Bonilla, Tommy Troy. Morel is going to be on the Astral. We have a blue Mike Trout to 150 and a Volpe refractor rookie. Dallas Mavericks, 1-game-1. That's right. Cooled off Minnesota a little bit. 81 of 150. Everybody expects Minnesota to win that series. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure Dallas can't take it. Dallas definitely has a team that can win it all. Shohei, Jordan Walker, Knipa. Josh Kisovic for the Blue Jays shortstop. Esther Ruiz. Do you think Mike Trout ever plays a full season?
Don't make any bets on Trout.
Don't ever bet your money on Trout. I made a bet on Trout and it's not looking so hot. It's not looking so hot. Does the winner come out of the West or the East? Preferably the West. Pena, Tovar, Rodriguez, that's Hugo Norge Vera, and Gabriel Gonzalez. I'm hoping the winner comes out of the West, TBH. Because that would mean either Ant or Luca gets a chip.
Tatum wouldn't be bad.
Tatum wouldn't be bad. A lot of people, believe in Tatum. Gunner, Seiya, Gabriel Moreno, and Acuna on the refractor.
Tatum gets a lot of heat, though. It's like,
Well, I think the hate for Tatum is that he's just had a good team around him. Almost comes off as kind of privileged in the NBA, just having a really good team around him every year, and then just disappearing every playoffs. Yoender Vargas, there's Bobby Witt on the Aqua Lava. Speckle Auto. For Eli Encarnacion, 18 of 25 going to the Red Sox. And Brett Beatty. I just feel like he's always had a good team around him. Like, they've been playoff contenders since he came into the league. I mean, Boston's been a good franchise. But they just haven't been able to get it done. 38 of 199. Colin Hook, White Langford, Anthony Rizzo, Riley Green on the Astral. Tatis refractor. Nolan Ryan had 7 no-hitters. Pitchers nowadays can't last more than 5 or 6, and some relievers can't pitch more. Yep. It's just a different game. Colas, shellacked of Corbin, and Bo Bichette. It's just a very, very different game compared to even 10 years ago.
I think it's mentality now with the pitchers. Like, they're mentally prepared to only pitch 5 or 6.
There's too much math, too much science goes into baseball now about guys going through the lineup for the 3rd time. Stuff I never heard about in the 90s. Like, I never heard an announcer talk about, what's the 3rd time through the lineup, and the pitchers, they've seen the pitcher a lot today. Hector Rodriguez is your auto, and then also Davison De Los Santos.
some relievers that get the whole.
Yeah. Pitchers back then, I God-given talent, now strain their arm trying to do the same. It's just it's weird, right? It's almost like, what game of baseball do you prefer? Do you prefer the more science and analytics-driven game, or do you just miss old-school baseball? Drew Jones, Spencer Jones, Colson Montgomery, Miggy on the wave, and DePaula. Miggy waving to Phil. Miguel Cabrera. Billy Martin had 4 guys with 300 innings. That's crazy. They used sticky stuff back then. Hey, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. No.
Joe Torre burned out every one of his bullpen.
I like the faster games. I do like the faster games. Like, some of them are a little too fast. Some games end quick. I'm turning on the Mariners game and it's like 7th inning. I'm like, what the hell? Looking forward to robot umps and robot players. I will say, the electronic strike zone, very appealing. You do lose the I feel like, are we really gonna miss the human element of balls and strikes? You just miss I mean, one person over a bad ball or a bad strike is very happy. The other fan, very sad, you know. Angel Hernandez is awesome. Goated. Angel Hernandez, goated.
Joe West. Joe West.
Robot refs in football? Football's a little more subjective. It's way more subjective. Baseball's so black and white. Yeah. Christian Yelich on the refractor. Vaquero.
Baseball, they're
Chisholm.
actually
Davis Martinez.
union. The NFL, they're not even, they're like part-time. They only there for the game.
Skeen said he doesn't like the robots in an interview. Interesting. McLean, Yoshida. Gabriel Moreno. Auto of Joandry Vargas. Refractor, Jeremy Pena. Big Angel fan. He lit up every time he was behind the plate for me. Joandry Vargas. Does he still get a Christmas card every year, Phil?
How about Joe West? Joe West.
And Mookie Betts, Taj Bradley, Jackson Holiday, Oscar Colas, and Tovar. You know what'd be funny to do? Send Angel a Christmas card on his birthday. See if he notices. Sorry. Football and basketball, they needed no robot. Yeah. Maya Gunner. Saya. Shellacked of Max Clark and Grayson Rodriguez. Max Clark on the shellac going to Detroit. YouTube. I'll have to YouTube him tomorrow. Packs have been really hard to open, and the cards have been upside down for some reason. Arenado Vargas. Javi Baez. Getting tired of best yet? Not really. It's a fun set. Especially when you pull a 20 of 150 of Colt Emerson for the Mariners. Going to JJ. He's a good one. He's a very good one. Shohei Refractor. Joe West was brutal for me.
Yep, Joe West, man, that guy.
Colt Emerson for the Mariners. That is a bounty, too, for JJ. Bounty emotes in chat. Where they at? Broken foot for Emerson. Yeah, I think he's hurt. Congratulations. That is our second bounty of the night. JJ, I've got you for 150 bucks. Give away 450 Mr. Robert Kirby earlier. Bounty on the Colt Emerson. And you get a Colt Emerson. You know what'd be funny? We do a thing where you have to trade in the bounty card to get the bounty. And RGL gets the card. We're doing a new thing, JJ. As a Mariners fan, we're doing a new thing. You got to decide if you want the card or the bounty. I'm joking. Galarraga, perfect game needs to be given. Agreed. Agreed. It's been way too long. Give him its perfect game. It changes nothing. Everybody knows it was a perfect game. Real to real Shohei, Jordan Walker. Everybody knows that was a perfect game. The whole world knows. Everybody knows. Just give it to him. Change that stat. It doesn't matter. I can't remember the hitter, but he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that run. Or he doesn't need that hit. Yeah, give Galarraga his complete game. Or his perfect game. You want to go back and change outcomes of every wrong call? No. No, Phil. I just want to go back and change the outcome of that call. I just want to change the outcome of that call. Andrew Vaughn, Lazaro Montez, and Wyatt Langford. No, I want... In a game-changing decision where no other relevant action happened. That was what, 8.2 or 8.2, and then he got the final out on the next pitcher, 53 of 250. I want that to be changed. Drop third strike against the Halos with the White Sox. Let's reverse that. Christopher Morel, Tristan Casas, Oswaldo Osorio, Anthony Rizzo. Jackie Robinson was out at home. Yogi was pissed about that until the day he died. Yeah, but that doesn't change anything. If you give him a perfect game, it doesn't change anything else that happened in the season. It doesn't change the standings. I mean, they still won the game. It doesn't change anything. If it has minimal effect and it's a feel-good for the game, I think it's fair to change it.
But they gave back, in college football, they gave back...
Yeah.
Reggie Bush the Heisman.
They gave back Reggie Bush's Heisman. That's a great example. It's a great example. Gunner and Edward Julian. Like, Galarraga knows he threw a perfect game. It should just be recognized. Like, that's one thing where, you know, it's recognized. Like, everybody knows. You just give them that little piece of validation, you know? Give that fan base that little piece of validation. Put it in the stat books. It doesn't really affect anything. It's not like we're trying to reverse the World Series. Lazaro Montes and Mike Trout on the refractor. The game's better now with all the, you know, instant replay and challenges and things like that. I would change it. There's a Skeensy right there. Lazaro Montez, Langolier. He got a car guaranteed to come over a perfect game. Carlos Jorge on the auto. He's all over the place. They teach cursive wherever Carlos Jorge was born. Carlos Jorge and Colas.
Why does that auto look different than his other auto?
Yeah, auto does look very different than his... Phil, did you sign this one?
It looks so different.
Did you sign this one?
I'm gonna look now.
That looks very different than his other autos.
He's opened so many.
Carlos Jorge for the Reds, going to Bobby D.
Like he switched with a marker.
That's weird. We have Kodai Senga, Bobby Witt, Real to Real Soto, Marcelo Mayer, 124 of 150, and Hunter Brown. All right, we still have 4 Inception in this break. Short break, I know. Very short break. All right, 4 Inception. We need one of those family tree dual autos. How many perfect games can you name now? Galarraga is more memorable. That is true. I can name a couple. I can name Felix's is my favorite of all time. Felix Hernandez is my favorite perfect game of all time. We have Yeti Cap, Moises Ballesteros, James Wood, and Colson Montgomery. Going to the back, we have a Yoendry Vargas, 50 of 50. Going to the Dodgers. Dallas Braden on Mother's Day. Who could forget that one? Dallas Braden, man. Drunk David Wells was the best perfect game.
It was Beanie Baby Day. Great.
First auto. That is going to be Edgar Quero, 12 of 99. 13 of 25 on the auto. Of Gavin Cross for the Kansas City Royals. Royals in Braves, Don Bowie. Phil Humber against the Mariners. No. Phil Humber threw a perfect game.
What?
Was that a perfect game? Matt Cain by a mile. Matt Cain's was awesome. Matt Cain's perfect was awesome. Right, Phil Humber's against the Mariners because Felix called him Phil Hughes after the game.
Did he really
Oh,
throw
man.
a perfect game, Phil Humber?
I think he did.
Didn't Phil Humber pitch for Rice in college or something like that?
I'm pretty sure he did. Who was the last perfect game? Why can I not remember it?
It was recent.
It was very recent. Who was it? Who threw the last perfect game? Like it was like a couple years ago, right? Ricardo Cabrera, Emmanuel Bonilla. We've got Yiddy Cap, 66 of 99. The Astros pitcher, right? Who was that? That is going to be Ignacio Alvarez Domingo Herman on a perfect game. No, that was a no-hitter, right? And Austin Charles, 9 of 50. Was it Fires? Mike Fires? Is that his name? So this could all be handled in a simple Google search.
I'm looking up Phil Humber.
Domingo Herman. Really throw a perfect, or was it just a no-no? Just a no-no. Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in a single game. Yep. Herman against the, but it was against the 23 A's. All right, that gets an asterisk though, because it was against the A's. Didn't John Means just throw a no-hitter against my Mariners? Wasn't that last year? Or was it the year before? I was so pissed.
At the Coliseum.
He threw it at the Coliseum. Glider Figueroa, Yeason Morabel, Jackson Holiday, Evil Bastidas, Yazir Mercedes, 32 of 50. Autos. Moises Ballesteros, 20 of 99. Burley has a perfecto and a no-no. Burley was so good. Burley was so good. Diverson, De Los Santos, 63 of 200. I heard the Mariners are in the front runners to get Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Phil, are you a Burley guy? Do you like Mark Burley? Mark Burley? He was one of my favorite pitchers to watch from that era. Skeens got pulled 5 innings into a no-no. Yep. Loved him. He's awesome. Final box of the break right here. The second 20 of this break. I'm sorry. Bounty was already hit. Who had it? Who got skunked out of the bounty? It was the Cubbies. It was David S. I'm sorry, David. David, we already hit the bounty earlier, so the bounty's off. There's no Noe Marte, Elijah Green. What's up, Brett? Carlos Jorge, Jason Dominguez, Christian Santana, 34 of 75.
I can't believe you threw a
Phil Humber with a... How many career wins for Humber? Hold on. Yeah, that's what... I'm going to say... 49 career wins for Humber? Far less?
Phil Hughes had a career high in wins one year that matches his career total.
Oh my god, Phil, you had a career... You had a year career high for wins that Humber had in his whole career. What? Henry Bolt, 231 of 300. And we're going to wrap up the break with Alfredo Duno, 97 of 99. So, in 1 year, Phil had as many wins as Humber.
Phil might have had 2 more than I think Phil may have won 18 1 year. Yeah, he had 16.
Phil had 16 wins most in it. Oh, Humber had 16 in his career.
Yeah.
And a perfecto.
Phil Hughes had 18 wins, 16 and 16 in the season.
Phil had 18 in a season 1 year. Wow. Phil, what's better? Is it like Phil? Let me ask you a question. As a ball player, would you rather have like a Lincecum type career where you won like 3 World Series, got 2 Cy Youngs, and we're just like done in 10 years, or would you want to like play for like 16 to 20 years, have like a bunch of wins, have all the stats, maybe like a ring? Like what kind of career like would you want to have? Is it cool just to be in the MLB and just like want to be there for as long as possible? Or is it like, man, if I could just get everything done in like 10 years and peace out, like that's a hell of a career. Because I look at Lincecum, like I know he's only in the league 10 years and I'm a Giants homer. I think Lincecum had like the ideal career. Like he got all the personal accolades, came in, dominated, won the rings, and just like pieced out by the time he was like 31 and disappeared from the spotlight. Like I feel like that's how I would want to go. So like next year I'm going to have a really good year breaking. Then I'm going to have 2 bad years and I'm just going to be done with YouTube. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. That's it. That's it. Jab's family can be here in 20 years for you guys. I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here. Jabs is going to be here 20 years from now. I'm not. Enjoy it while it lasts. Yiddy Cap. That's a lie. That's a lie. As long as you guys keep coming out, as long as you guys keep watching the videos, I'll be here. Give me 12 years of World Series and All-Star, then right off in the sunset, nobody bothers. And 12 years and... Man. That's funny. Man. That's cool. Alright, here's a look at your hits. Those Bowman jumbo boxes were pretty electric, and then it kind of went downhill from there. Those Bowman boxes were so good. I'm going to take over for RGL. Hey, as long as you guys keep hanging out, as long as cards are fun, as long as all this is fun, and you guys keep watching my videos, if you guys want to see me, I'll be here. You guys are stuck with me for the long haul. Holiday had a perfect... I remember that game. Was Randy Johnson was a perfect game, right? It wasn't just a no-hitter. With he had a perfecto with San Francisco, right? No. Yeah. No, it wasn't with San... Wait. Was it with Arizona? I know it was it was against the Braves because I watched it. Was it with San Francisco? Was that perfecto, Tim? Was that with San Francisco or with the Diamond? It was with the Diamondbacks. Towards the end of it, towards the end of his tenure there, though, right? Wilkin to 250, 2004 against the Braves. Okay, Namala, Walker Jenkins to 299, and an Aiden Miller auto.
I think it was one of those like.
That's gonna do it for the break. Yeah.
Perfect game.